back to True North Insurance Guide, your go-to place for all things auto and home insurance in Canada. Ever opened your insurance policy and felt like you were reading a foreign language? Don't worry, you're not alone. In this video, we're breaking it all down, plain and simple. How to read and understand your insurance policy with zero confusion. Grab a cup of Timmy's and let's dive in. First of all, what's an insurance policy? An insurance policy is a contract between you and your insurance company. It tells you what's covered and what's not covered, how much you'll pay, and how much they'll pay if something happens. Now, let's break it into bite-sized pieces. Section 1. The key parts of your insurance policy. There are 5 key parts you need to understand. 1. Declarations. Page. This is the summary page. It includes your name, address, policy number, insured items, like your car or home, coverage limits, deductibles, and premiums. 2. Coverage. This section explains exactly what's protected. For example, in auto insurance, it might list liability, collision, and comprehensive coverage. Home insurance may include structure cost, personal belongings, potential liability claims, and living expenses. 3. Exclusions. This part lists what the policy won't cover, and it's crucial. Many people overlook this, only to find out the hard way. Conditions. These are your responsibilities, like reporting an accident on time or maintaining your home in good repair. 5. Endorsements or riders. Optional add-ons that change or expand your coverage. Example, sewer backup coverage in a home insurance policy.
What's the difference between a deductible and a premium?
Great question. A premium is what you pay monthly or annually to keep your policy active. A deductible is what you pay out of pocket when you make a claim. The higher your deductible, the lower your premium, and vice versa. Section 2. Understanding policy limits and coverage types. Okay, let's dive deeper into the different types of insurance policies and what their coverage limits really mean. Whether you're driving, renting, or owning, your policy is built around coverage types and limits. Let's use car and tenant insurance as an example. We shall cover home and condo insurance in related videos. Auto insurance is mandatory in all Canadian provinces and territories. Here are the main types of coverage you'll see. 1. Third-party liability covers damage or injury you cause to others. Each province has a minimum requirement, e.g. $200,000 in Ontario, but experts recommend at least $1 to $2 million in coverage. 2. Accident benefits. Covers you and your passengers, medical bills, rehab, loss of income, and funeral expenses, regardless of who's at fault. Amounts vary by province. In Ontario, for example, you get up to $65,000 in combined medical and rehab benefits unless you purchase enhanced coverage. 3rd, collision coverage. Pays to repair or replace your car after a crash, even if you're at fault. 4. Comprehensive coverage. Covers non-collision incidents like theft, vandalism, fire, hail, or hitting wildlife. Think of it as everything else insurance. Please note, each of these has a limit, the maximum amount your insurer will pay. If the damage costs more than your limit, you pay the difference. Tenant insurance, otherwise known as renter's insurance. Tenant insurance is affordable and highly recommended. It usually includes contents coverage for all your personal items, liability coverage if you accidentally cause damage, e.g., leaving the tap running, and additional living expenses if your unit is unlivable. Note, your landlord's insurance won't cover your stuff or your liability. Tenant insurance fills that gap.
What does replacement cost mean in a home insurance policy?
Replacement cost means your insurance will cover the full cost to rebuild or replace your home or belongings without deducting for depreciation. This is different from actual cash value, which factors in age and wear and tear. Pro tip: always check your policy limits. Section 3: Tips to make policy reading easy. All right, now that you know what's in your insurance policy, how do you actually read it without getting lost in the fine print? Here are some easy, step-by-step tips to help you break down and understand your policy. No law degree required. Tip 1. Start with the Declarations page, aka DEC page. This is the summary of your entire policy. It's usually the first page and contains your name and address, policy number, effective and expiry dates, premium, what you pay, types of coverage and limits, deductibles, named insureds and listed drivers for auto policies. This page gives you a quick overview of what you're covered for and how much it costs. If something doesn't look right, call your agent ASAP. Tip 2. Highlight coverage, types and limits. Once you've reviewed the DEC page, go to the Coverage Details section. This is where the bulk of your policy lives. Use a highlighter or digital notes to mark the following: types of coverage, liability, collision, comprehensive, etc. Coverage limits, deductibles, any endorsements or special riders. This helps you quickly see what protection you have and what you don't. Tip 3. Don't skip the exclusions. This is where people often get burned. Exclusions are what your policy does not cover. Examples of common exclusions in Canadian policies may include, but are not limited to, damage caused by flooding or earthquakes, unless you buy extra coverage, wear and tear or lack of maintenance, intentional acts, business use of personal property, like running a business from your home. If something's important to you, like jewelry, collectibles, or a home-based business, ask about adding endorsements. Tip 4. Schedule a yearly policy review. Set a yearly reminder to review your coverage, ideally before renewal time. This is the perfect time to update your insurer if you bought new valuables, renovated your home, moved to a new location, got married, divorced, or had a baby, added or removed drivers. Even adding winter tires in some provinces can earn you a discount. Tip 5. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If you're confused by any part of your policy, reach out to your broker, agent, or insurer directly. Ask questions like, am I covered if X happens? Is this enough liability coverage? Are there any add-ons I should consider? How would this policy respond in a real-life claim? They're there to help, and there are no dumb questions when it comes to your protection. Bonus tips: use online tools and glossaries. If you're stuck on a confusing term, check out the Insurance Bureau of Canada, IBC. I will be leaving the link in my description section for you to check out their website. Your province's insurance regulator. Your insurer's website, as many of them have interactive policy breakdowns, or hey, rewatch this video anytime. Lastly, create your own insurance summary sheet. List your policy numbers, coverage types, and limits. Deductibles broker's name and phone number and emergency claim phone numbers. Keep this information in your glove box for car insurance or in your home files for property insurance. This way, you're never scrambling during an emergency. And there you have it. The mystery of insurance policies is solved. Understanding your policy puts you in control. No more surprises, no more confusion, just confidence. If this video helped you, give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and share it with a friend who's still scratching their head over their policy. And as always, stay protected, stay informed, and stay Canadian. This is the True North Insurance Guide. See you in the next one. Bye!